Good morning. Time to go another day. We're going to see how much we can get side dressed today. It's going to be another big one. Should get over 200 acres done. Get most of the rest of the early planted corn done. We won't get it all done today, but we'll get most of it done. We are getting our field opened up here. We did some of the end rows. This is a big field. There's 127, 128 acres here. But we've got this row of electric poles that are super fun. So we're dancing around those a little bit here. Did the one pass along the road there, then I jumped over and did the pass that you can see on the your left side there. And now we're just taking kind of a half, or it's really like a 2/3 swath here. And I'll take the 2/3. There should be 12 rows. No, it's not 12 rows. It's 8 rows. 8 or 9 on the other side. We kind of just pull up to them until we're through the corn and then try and back up enough so that I can make this turn and go to the other side of the pole. Super fun. Alright, once we get past this, it's a big open field. Let's see, that was the first 4 poles. The last 2 here, we were able to swerve around with the planter, so I can just kind of make the curve. Curves with the anhydrous applicator are pretty difficult to stay off the corn rows. I do my best, but we don't always miss everything, so like that. There goes Dad with the sprayer. I think he had one cornfield to spray yet. I'm assuming that's where he's going, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, getting the other pass along these poles finished up. Get some ends done, now we can just go. We're moving across here. Got 40 acres done already. Brock's riding. Brock's gonna run tanks today. Phil went to Berkey, so Phil ran tanks yesterday for me because Brock was busy. Phil went to Berkey. So working on our grain bins. He went down there last night and he sent me these pictures, and holy crap, we've got grain bins already. I was not expecting that. So yeah, check it out. It's there. But anyway, he can run tanks today. We should get this 128 done, no problem. There's a 60 and a 65 right next door to this that we're gonna just keep going across, and we'll see how far we get with that. I would still like to get up and get the rain machine fired up at some point today. I just don't know when that's going to happen, because once you're sitting in this seat, it's hard to get out of it and shut it down to go do something else, especially when I don't have a vehicle here, so it's fine. Moving right across this field, we're up to 85 acres done. That's good. We seem to have a lot of leakage on that one row. That is a vapor line row. I bet one of my vapor tubes came off, so we're going to stop here on the end and check it and fix it. Sure enough, and you can see it bleeding some vapor out. That's why I wear the respirator, because that would be very hard to breathe otherwise, but I can't smell it at all like this. So. It looks scary. It's not, it's just to protect me. Alright, we got that back on. Unfortunately, I rubbed my head against one of those nasty, wet, dirt-covered hoses, so now I have dirt in my hair. It's okay, we'll survive. Oh! Actually, I don't think it's that bad. Felt bad when I did it. It'll be alright. Well, we're almost done here. Got another tank empty. Let's see, this is number 4. Pretty sure this is the 4th tank I've run completely empty today. Got one right there. Got another one in the next field. Brock is sitting there because he apparently has no idea where to put that tank, but we definitely aren't going to need it over here. But we'll figure that out. So, get this one swapped out and finish this field. 115 done so far today. It is 12:30. We're going to have a good day. On to our second field of the day. This one here we have a few little muck pockets. The worst pass being the first one here right in front of us. There's another spot kind of over on the end rows over there behind that mirror that you can't see from here, but there's corn growing through all of it. We didn't get stuck when we planted it, so those are positives. But we're going to slow down a little bit so we don't bury our corn, because a lot of times the dirt is soft and it flows, and yeah, we're burying it anyway. See that? Slow down. Let the pressure off. Just wrap this one up. It's one of those boring days for you guys because everything is going good for me. And those are good days for me, but not for you two. So I do think that my vapor line hose came off again. Yeah, what am I going to do about that? It's the third time today I've had to stop. That one's still on. These two up here. That one's still good. That one's still good. So that one, it has a different clamp on it. They're just a little hose clamp, worm clamp. That one actually has a bigger clamp on it than the rest of them. I would have thought that would work better, but it's not. I got that put back on there. Hopefully it stays, but as you raise and lower it, it just kind of works that hose back and forth, and eventually it keeps falling off. So you can see it freezes all the components there, because that's that really cold vapor or gas coming out of that vapor line that's keeping everything cool through our coolers. But yeah, can't keep the hose on. There's not that much actual nitrogen coming out of those lines because it's a very small amount that goes out of those vapor lines, but it's enough, I guess. Anyway, we are done with that field. We're jumping right across the road, or just, yeah, around here. Got another 65 to do there. Brock's already got me the tanks I need for it, so won't take long. It'll take a little while. 2.5, 3 hours. What time is it? It's 3:30 now. We've already covered about 180, 175 acres today, so covering some ground. If we get that one done, we're going to try and come over to this one. This one was the field we were in, got rained out, had to come in and plant the last 7 or 8 acres after the rain. So that's pretty small corn yet. It's a little smaller than I would like to side dress, but because the rest of the field is big enough, and we'll be right here, I might try and do it tonight too. This field here, we've got rows going in 2 different directions. This side of the field goes north-south, that side goes east-west. This is the field that I've been the most concerned about our stand and whether or not we need to think about doing any replants. Specifically this low ground down here. Now a lot of that's got corn through it. There is a hole over there that doesn't look like it has much from here. We may try and piece some of that in at some point, but it's not terrible. And the ends and some of the stuff that, this can be pretty tough clay in here. Some of this is not very good ground that I suspected we would have poor stands on, and it actually is pretty good. Most of it looks good, but there's a few spots that could use some corn. However, it's what, May 30th today? Like, when and how? I'm not hooking a 24-row planter up to come in and plant a 1/4 of an acre, and I'm not doing it with my 1-row push planter either. So we may live with it. We'll see. I'll see if I got a couple options, but I'm not terribly upset with it. In fact, that corn looks really good across there. The field over there, you can't see very good from here, but we side dressed that one yesterday. That corn looks awesome. Like, it looks like it grew and greened up overnight, just coming along really nice. So, do have some clouds to the north and the west. I don't know if there's any rain attached to that heading this way or not. I haven't looked at the radar, but if we get a little rain, that's okay. Ain't gonna hurt us. Just had to get out and fix my vapor line again on that same row, and this time the liquid line came off with it, so that was no good, but we got it fixed for now. Hopefully we can get this field finished. We've only got about 13 acres to go or so, probably not even that, just from here to the trees and then a little bit back there. So we'll see what our stand looks like down in this low hole here as we get into it. Can't see corn through it. Doesn't mean there's not any corn through it, but it's pretty thin or small if it is. Water sat there for quite a while, so yeah, we'll see. Also, it got cold out again. It was nice out. Sun was shining. It was hot changing tanks this afternoon, so I took my sweatshirt off, but now it's cold. We'll put it back on. There is corn here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, that's too far zoomed in. See it? Now we're through it, but I'll try and show you again the next time through. So you can see the corn in the darker dirt. Once we get into the lighter dirt, it's hard to see. But it's pretty thin here. It was over there, but there's not much that way. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to get a little replant seed in there. Got this one done here. All right, next field right in front of us there. Everything's super close today, but gonna be a pile of acres by the time we get done. What do we got left? 1,400 pounds in this tank, plus a full tank there. There's 40 acres in this field. I think that's probably enough, but it's gonna be a little close. I don't know, we'll see. Part of this field was planted later and is pretty small corn that I should probably wait on anyway, but I don't know, we'll see if we can get it done. It's empty, again. Last tank change of the day. You guys wanna watch? Watch. Started rolling away from me for a second there. Wasn't sure if it was going to stop. Pressure's on. First time I've had to pull ahead all day. back up and latch it in. There we go. That's how we do it. Well, ironic or what, we've got some raindrops and we're about one round from where we got rained out when we were planting this field. I don't think we're gonna get rained out here, but we'll see if we can make it over to the end of it. We got 10 acres to go. Gonna make it. Get this pass and one more in. Our tank is about empty. We're down to 200 pounds in it or so. Probably not worth taking to the next field, although the next field is a lot closer to the supplier, so I can just leave it hooked up to haul it back there, basically. All right, well, we've had a monster day. It's not even dark yet. It's 8:15, about 8:15. Like, if I really wanted to, we could go and run off the last 2 tanks that we've got, that Brock got around for the next field, but it's not going to be enough to finish there, and that's all we have left to do right now. We've got 72 acres that was planted in April that can be side dressed, is ready to go. We then have 46 and 78 acres that was planted on May 12th. So not quite 2 weeks after the other stuff, or about 2 weeks after, I guess. And it's not, I mean, it needs a few days to grow. Now it's going to get hot, and things are going to grow fast next week, so I'm anticipating by Monday or Tuesday we're just going to go and do it. And then I have the last 36 acres that we did, that we planted with the 8R over here, and that's it. That's all the corn we've got left to side dress here. Then we've got to make the trip back to Berkey. So we'll figure out what we're going to do for that once we get done here. But if we are done with the 8R on the bean planter, I may swap tractors and use the 8R to go to Berkey with this. Not that this is never going to go to Berkey again and I'm afraid of the road travel, but if I have an alternative, maybe I should use the alternative. I don't know. That seems like I shouldn't have to do that, but yeah. Anyway, we're going back to the farm here for the night and going to see what happens with the rain here. We're getting more raindrops on the window. So tomorrow is Saturday. We should be able to get another tank. Really only need one. We got a couple empties. We're going to finish that field that we can do, and then I talked to my buddy that's got a 6-row corn planter. He's like, yeah, you can borrow it, so we might replant a little corn tomorrow. I should make a run up to the John Deere dealer and take that track and hose back to them. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching this one. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Have a great weekend. We'll probably see you tomorrow. Probably working enough to make a video tomorrow. Oh yeah, 288 acres. That's what we did today. That's a good day.